Good morning, good morning. Shh, good morning. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, February 23rd. I want to welcome you to City Hall and to your Los Angeles City Council. These meetings are on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. The public is welcome. Madam Clerk, I do believe we have a quorum. Could you call the roll?
Blumenfield, Bonin, Buscaino, Cedillo, Englander, Fuentes, Harris Dawson, Weezer, Koretz, Krikorian, Martinez, O'Farrell, Price, Rue, Wesson. 11 members present and a quorum, Mr. President.
Okay, first order of business.
Approval of the minutes.
Weezer moves, Rue seconds. Next.
Commendatory resolutions for approval.
Bonin moves, Blumenfield seconds. Next.
Mr. President, today is Tuesday and time for the flag salute.
Why don't we rise? We'll be led today by Mr. Paul Koretz in our flag salute.
Please place your hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Boy, did I need that.
Let's give our young folk a round of applause. We're going to invite you every day so that you guys can say the pledge. You did it so wonderfully. That brings us where? And again, Mr. Koretz, thank you. Madam Clerk, that brings us where?
Mr. President, there are requests to continue 1S and 1Z for 3 weeks to March 15th.
Okay, without objection, that'll be the order.
Further, the Department of Building and Safety recommends that the following items be received and filed. 1B, G, H, K, M, and T, as the liens have been paid in full. Additionally, the department recommends that lien amounts be reduced on 1J to $342 and 1X to $2,523.20, and that 1X be continued to March 15th, 2016.
Okay, so without objection, that'll be the order. Mr. Bonin.
1W for 30 days, please.
1W, 30 days. That means March 23rd, Madam Clerk. Okay, continue.
Item.
Mr. Koretz, I'm sorry, sir.
I think I'd like to call item 1AB special.
Without objection. Back to you, Madam Clerk.
Item 1 is an item notice for public hearing, and there are cards.
Okay, let's move on.
Items 2 through 28 are items for which public hearings have been held.
Okay, it's my understanding that there's a request made that we hold 2 and 4, 2 through 4 for a few moments. Mr. Weezer.
21 and 28 special, please.
21 and 28. Mr. Koretz.
22 special.
22 special for Mr. Koretz. Members, any other specials? I do not see any. Let us prepare to vote on these items. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
12 ayes.
That brings us where?
Items 29 through 37 are items for which public hearings have not been held. 10 votes are required for consideration.
Okay, so without objection, those items are now before this body. Cards.
Cards on 29, 30, 31, 32, and 34.
Okay, let's hold those items. Let us vote on the remaining. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
13 ayes.
Okay, that brings us where?
Mr. President, that takes council back to presentations, items called special, or general public comment.
Okay. Now, members, before we move forward, is anyone prepared to introduce? Looks like we have several special visitors today. I don't know whose districts they're from, but why don't we find out so we can recognize the young people that are with us. Mr. Cedillo, are you ready to begin, or you need a few moments, or?
At your pleasure, sir.
So why don't we start with Mr. Cedillo's presentation? Okay, I'm told we need to reconsider item 14, so we're going to vote on reconsideration on item 14. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
14 eyes.
Okay, now what we want to do, we want to hold that item, and I will defer to Mr. Cedillo. The floor is yours.
Okay. Rise and shine, everybody. This is for the young people. We've got an incredible amount of young people here with us. You know, you hire an artist on your staff, and, you know, all of a sudden your office looks like an art gallery. You hire a singer at your receptionist, and you get songs when you walk into my office. But if you hire an engineer, you start with Engineers Day. And first an acknowledgement, then a day, then it becomes a week. Now we're moving towards a month. And so we are here for Engineers Week, Mr. President. It's our third annual Engineers Week. It actually started in 1951 to celebrate the contributions that engineers make into our daily lives. And as you'll hear from them, there's hardly anything that we do that doesn't involve engineers and engineering. And so we are here, as I said, as a product of my staff and their initiative. We had a great week last year, but this program just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger each year. Today I'm joined by Kevin James, the Bureau of Engineers, members of the American Society of Civil Engineers, and as you noted, our special guest, we have 200 young geeks with us. And, you know, you and I don't look like it, but you and I are geeks also. And so we are very happy to have Castelar Elementary School, Los Feliz Arts Elementary School, Taper Elementary School, 9th Street Elementary, all representing CD1, CD15, and CD14. The week is filled with a whole range of activities.
Wait a minute, Mr. Cedillo. Yeah. Let's give these young people a round of applause so that they know that they're really welcome. I want you guys to look at yourself on television. You're looking sharp. Okay, now we can... Okay. All right. Now we can sit down.
Yeah, now we can sit down.
Now we can sit down. No more sugar. Sit down. And now, Mr. Cedillo, the floor is yours.
Now you can see how this week started off, right?
It's a good week.
Sounds like looked like my staff meeting there for a second. So you know, STEM is a very serious matter for us. Science, technology, engineering, mathematics. If we're going to compete in the global economy, this is essential. And so this is a way of making being a geek popular, having these weeks, having these opportunities. Of course, I want to thank my colleagues and chair of the Public Works Committee, Councilmember Joe Buscaino, his committee, the Board of Public Works. A special thanks to the American Society of Civil Engineers. And let me begin by giving a certificate. Where are they? What's that? Okay. So this goes to Phil Davis, the American Society of Civil Engineers. Applause, applause, applause. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. Obviously, someone who doesn't need an introduction deserves one nonetheless. One of my favorite Bruins, one of my favorite constituents, the Honorable Dr. Gary Lee Moore. No, we're just going to give a good speech.
We do. It's a real, very nice. Wow, this is great.
I like that tie, Gary.
Okay, you know what, Mr. Cedillo and Gary, I've got a couple members on the queue. Why don't I defer to them first, starting with Mr. Curran Price. Mr. Price?
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to thank my colleague, Mr. Cedillo, for once again bringing this important event forward, highlighting the importance of engineering, careers in engineering. I want to thank Kevin James from the board and our own engineer, Gary Moore. Appreciate you. And the American Society of Civil Engineers. Again, just recognize the importance of diversity, of access, of career opportunities, of training. Just so important. I'm proud that 2 high schools from the 9th District are going to be participating. Synergy Academy. Is Synergy in the house? Not yet. And the Alliance College Academy. And so we're excited about their involvement, their participation, and we look forward to many more years of this and really growing our own crop of engineers to step up to the plate and to participate in creating the kind of environment that's going to be so important for us to live, to work, and to play in our city. So again, thank you all for your support.
Mr. Huizar.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Cedillo. What a great presentation. You know, as we look at the future of this country and the types of skills that our young people will need, STEM is at the forefront of that. And we as a nation are not competing as strong as we did in the past in these fields. And if you look at ALLUSD and the types of students that are being educated, mostly minority students, it's imperative that we continue to support them in these fields so that we continue to have the skills and talents necessary for the future of this country. So congratulations to you all. I particularly want to give a big shout out to 9th Street Elementary School, a great school here in downtown Los Angeles. The administration there is focused on the STEM and other areas. And stand up again, students, and let's give you a big round of applause for all the work you do. And welcome to City Hall. Everywhere you look, there's a sign of an engineer. This building was designed by Parkinson and other architects that needed an engineering background to get this beautiful building done. Congratulations to you all of you.
Mr. Buscaino.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you, Mr. Cedillo, for another successful Engineer Week here in the city of Los Angeles. I want to thank you, Gil, and your staff for working with my team, specifically Sergio. Sergio's right here. Thank you so much for your leadership and getting all of our schools together. This week we will host Taper Avenue in San Pedro. Taper Tigers are here today. Tomorrow we'll welcome Gulf Avenue, Dana Middle School, and Wilmington Middle School. And what we're doing here is exposing our kids to the career of engineering and knowing that engineers design the basic infrastructure, underlying facilities and structures that we rely on to conduct our daily business today and raise our family and pursue our dreams. The road work that we rely on to drive to work, to the grocery store, the underground pipes that bring fresh water to our kitchens, the hydroelectric dam that generates electricity, reservoirs and pumps to provide drinkable water, and sewage treatment plants that treat wastewater. Our safety depends on our infrastructure as well, and what we're doing this week is giving our kids in the city of Los Angeles an opportunity to share the types of professions that are exposed in engineering work throughout the region. And cities like Los Angeles age, and it's even more important than ever that we train the next generation of engineers that will repair, expand, and improve our vital civil infrastructure. So thank you again, Gil. Happy to partner with you, and to our Public Works family that stand before us. Thank you for making the time for our future generations. So thank you very much and appreciate your efforts. Thank you.
All right, Mr. O'Farrell.
Thank you, Mr. President. I also want to acknowledge you, Mr. Cedillo, for bringing this forward. Bureau of Engineering, my office works so closely with you all the time, whether it's the Walk of Fame, and Kevin James heads a committee to ensure the maintenance and future and repairs at the Walk of Fame in Hollywood. Also, the Los Angeles River, Gary Lee Moore, Deborah Weintraub, Alfred Mata. We go way back on so many projects, whether it's Echo Park Lake. I've worked with most every one of you on one project or another. But I also want to highlight the fact that Deborah Weintraub was the interim Bureau of Engineering city engineer, and how you really provided such an example for women who want to go into engineering, and how you work with the STEM Academy in Hollywood with the young ladies who are studying to be engineers there, and how the whole world of engineering, the profession, is open for women. We need more women engineers. And I look forward to the day. Yes. We need to send the signal far and wide that no occupation is out of reach for anyone, no matter what gender you are. And I think that's a really important message of this week and all the work that you do. So thank you and congratulations, and have a great week.
Mr. Krikorian.
Thank you, Mr. President. I, too, want to echo my colleagues' thanks to all of our engineers who make everything work in this city, make transportation work, make our utilities work, make sure that we have a clean and safe place for our constituents to live. So thank you all very much for your commitment to the people that live in this city. But I also want to take a minute just to talk to the young people who are here, because STEM and STEAM is important to prepare these young students for the jobs of the 21st century and for the kind of jobs that this city can still be dominant in the world in producing. But I want to talk to the kids directly because they're not thinking so much about jobs right now. It's a little too early for that. So I want to tell you something else. This building that you're sitting in, this beautiful building, look around at it and realize that this building was designed about 100 years ago by people just like you. Somebody who sat down with a pen and a paper and said, I've got an idea for how we can build a city hall for the city of Los Angeles. And the architect for this building was in fact an immigrant to the United States who decided that he wanted to make a mark in the world. And he designed this incredible building that you're sitting in right now. So the point of this is that if you pursue engineering, if you pursue the sciences and technology fields, in your life, not only will you get a good job, but you'll leave a legacy. You will leave something that people 100 years ago will still be talking about. You'll be able to shape the world that you live in, not just go through that world, but shape it and change it in ways that people will still be marveling at generations to come. When your grandkids are sitting in this room receiving this recognition, people will still be talking about the things that you did if you pursue this and if you continue it. So I encourage you all to continue to follow your dreams, and you can really make them happen. So thank you, Mr. Cedillo, for bringing all these young people in.
Back to you. Gary, you want to say a few words?
Just real briefly, it's a real honor to be here today to represent the engineers that work for the city of Los Angeles. I definitely want to thank Councilman Cedillo and the entire council for this recognition here today. You know, it is so much about the young people and reaching out to these people in the communities. One of the things that excites us about hiring is hiring people that live in the city of Los Angeles. So we're very hopeful that with these 200 students, there's some future engineers and architects and scientists out there that will go to school, come back, and then work for the city of LA, because there's no better steward of the city than the local resident. And so we're so proud to be here, and we want to thank once again, Councilman Cedillo and the entire council for this recognition and recognizing the importance of infrastructure and what a difference it makes. Thank you very much.
Finally, let me bring up the president of our Public Works, Kevin James.
Thank you, Councilman. It's my pleasure to be here today. It's great to partner with everyone across the city to focus on Engineers Week. You know, I'm the grandson of a civil engineer who spent his entire 40-year career with the U.S. Army Corps. So always trying to steer me in the direction of engineering. He would be happy today that this is about as close as I got. But you know, after practicing law for so many years, my message to the young people, to echo a bit what Councilman Krikorian said, engineers touch every aspect of your life. And as you can tell from the energy in the room, from the young people here today, our future in engineering is incredibly bright. we're thrilled tomorrow. We'll host the middle school students at the Board of Public Works tomorrow. And we'll be announcing, of course, the winner of the engineering competition, which every year Gary Lee Moore and Deborah Weintraub are standing in the wings with their business cards, waiting to recruit those students for early jobs and internships. So thank you, Mr. President. Thank you to the council members for the recognition. We look forward to a very exciting week that is, of course, designed intentionally to be right near George Washington's birthday. He was, of course, a military engineer. So engineering is deep, deep in our history and will be the key part of our future. Thank you, sir.
Let's give one more round of applause.
Finally, for all the members in the audience, there is a magazine that's being put out, Engineers Week 2016, and it has all the activities, the elementary school day, middle school day, Women's Day, High School Day, all the activities that will be part of Engineers Week here in the city of Los Angeles. I'm very proud. I want to thank my staff again, Sergio Infanzon, who is an engineer by training, for his commitment and leadership to do this. I think this really bodes well for the city of Los Angeles to encourage this type of education early on with young people, to advocate for it and to validate it so that they know that there are people who want them to continue in their STEM and STEAM work. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Debbie. And thank you, Freddie, and my entire team for making this happen. And thank you for all the other offices who are collaborating with us to make this a big success. So a big thank you, Mr. President, and to everyone else. Thank you all.
Thank you. Let's give one more round of applause. So if we could please clear the center aisle. Ms. Martinez?
Can we take up items 2, 3, and 4 now, Mr. President?
Yes, before we go to our next presentation, let's take up items 2 through 4. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I'd like to move that we approve the recommendations of the North Valley Area Planning Commission for items 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, so no one on the queue. On that item, let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
15 ayes.
Mr. Koretz? Or would Mr. Koretz, would you like for me to? Paul? Paul, would you like for me to take up an item or so while the kids are leaving, or you want to just go have at it?
Take up an item.
Sorry.
Mr. Weezer, you want to quickly take up, I think it's item 28, while our young people are exiting?
Yes, Mr. President. This item simply is asking for a report back to accept EBT at our farmers, at our city certified farmers markets. And I thought it was worthwhile to bring to everyone's attention as this report is being drawn up. Any input anyone would want to provide, please do speak to our CAO or CLA. It's important that as people look to find fresh fruits and vegetables in their local communities.
Are you sure you're on 28?
Is that
or you want?
Which one was that, Mr. President? Oh, this Stanley Hirsch. Yes. That was 21 I was speaking to, so we could take 21 up right now. It's a quick one. Let's do 21.
All right. So let's vote on 21.
And finally, it's just asking for a report back. Important for people to have access to fresh fruits and vegetables in the local communities. Farmers markets, it's one way that we're doing it throughout the city. So ask for a vote on this, and ask for any input you have to please contact people who are drafting up the report. 21. Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, let's go. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
15 ayes.
And now let's take up 20. Let's take up 28. You're on a roll, Mr. Weezer.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. And briefly, I'd like to please welcome the Hirsch family who is here. Where are you? Back there. Welcome.
Let's give them a round of applause.
And if I could find my notes on that. Here we go. And I'm very excited to have this in front of us today. Mr. Hirsch is a longtime resident of the city of Los Angeles that did much to support the fashion district here in downtown Los Angeles. And as you know, the fashion industry in the city of LA is a very important component of our economy here. This motion before us today will rename the intersection of 9th and Los Angeles in honor of the great Stanley Hirsch. Mr. Hirsch was a prominent landowner and real estate investor, a valuable garment manufacturer, and a notable philanthropist. He was truly one of the forefathers of downtown Los Angeles. He was known for his contributions for the Jewish and political causes, and unfortunately passed away after a very long battle with brain cancer. He was a great man of great integrity and passion. He was a generous person to those that needed him the most. He supported his employees and allowed them to follow their dreams, never holding them back. In the 1970s, one by one, Stanley Hirsch would buy a vacant downtown building, move his business in over a weekend, fill the rest of the building with other manufacturers, and then move on to the next building. He and his wife eventually purchased 6 garment buildings, including the landmark Cooper Building at 9th and Los Angeles Street. Mr. Hirsch had an undeniable love for Los Angeles and enjoyed giving back to the city that had been so good to him. He served as president of the Jewish Federation of Greater Los Angeles and was publisher of the Jewish Journal. Mr. Hirsch and his wife, Anita, built the Jewish Family Services, a kosher kitchen on Fairfax, which continues to provide meals for thousands of homebound seniors and the ill. He was appointed by Mayor Reardon in 1993 to chair the CRA board and as chairman of the Downtown Property Owners Association in 1995, led the efforts to create the Fashion District's Business Improvement District, Los Angeles' first property-based bid that paved the way for bids across the state. I am proud to be naming the intersection of 9th and Los Angeles after a man that represents the epitome of philanthropy and hard work, coming from having so little to building an empire based on support and determination. Stanley Hirsch is truly someone we owe a great debt to. He helped pave the future of not only of downtown Los Angeles, but Los Angeles as a whole. Colleagues, I ask that we support this and honor a great man that did much for the city of Los Angeles and downtown LA. Thank you so much.